Hey folks, Greg coming at you here with another amazing iOS shortcut tutorial. A couple weeks ago, I'd done a tutorial about creating a shortcut on a loved one's device that they could click on to send you a text message in the event they needed emergency help. Well, I got to doing some thinking about that, and I thought, what if they were out and about and you needed to know their exact location and they weren't able to provide it to you? Or maybe you have a teenage daughter, who's out and about with friends, and maybe they can't use the phone because they're in a precarious situation, but they need to notify you. They need emergency help, and you need to know where they're at to provide to police, law enforcement, EMS personnel, what have you. Can you do all that with a shortcut? You absolutely bet you can. And it'll be my pleasure to walk you through, show you how easy this is to get set up, and have it added to the home screen of the person's device that you want to enable this on. Stay tuned and let's dig in right now. As you can see, obviously, I've already got my shortcuts application open up here for us. So let's begin first things first. Let's go ahead and create a new folder, and this will make sense toward the end of this when we begin setting up the icon screen. So click on that. We're going to give this folder a name, right? We're going to go ahead and call this emergency. I'm going to go ahead and tap on that medical cross icon there, so that kind of makes more sense. Okay, that aspect's done. Now, that being said, let's go ahead and click into the emergency folder and begin setting this shortcut up. Now, very simple, very top there on the right hand side, right next to select, click on the plus. And one of two ways, of course, it brings you up some next action suggestions, or you could type it in, but it's already there. We need to send a message. Now, before we get too far into this, at the very top where it says send message, let's change this to reflect. Let's see, we'll go ahead and rename it to emergency help, right? We'll tap out of that. We're going to tap into it again one more time, and let's go ahead and choose an icon for it. I want to use the shortcuts icon, which is the one at the right there with the double stack, and I'm going to change the color to red. Okay, now I'm going to scroll down here a little bit. Under where it says devices, I'm going to go ahead and choose the one little card with the lightning bolt in it. It kind of made the most sense for me. Done. All right, that's out of the way. You got it named, got the icon. That'll all come into play here in a little bit. All right, so in your send portion of the what we like to call the recipe, what comprises this part of the shortcut? See, it's got two little areas in blue. One says message, the other one says recipients. Tap into the part that says message. What do you need this text message to say that makes sense for the person receiving it? So I'm just going to type in there, I need emergency help now. Now, here comes, okay, now we got that done. Go ahead and tap out of it, or however you need it to be. Let's go ahead and tap into recipients. And you can have this sent to one person or multiple people that may need to get this from the person whose device the shortcut appears on. I'm going to use an elderly person, or maybe it's a teenage daughter, okay? We'll get to that in a minute. So I'm going to type myself in there just so I can get it set up for illustration purposes, and we'll go ahead and click done. Obviously, you would choose the contact you need this to go to. Now, on the little arrow right there, we need to turn off where it says show when run, right? We don't need to show, we just need it to execute. That's done. Now, on the right-hand side, up top in the search, let's go ahead and type in location and tap on the word location. And we want to choose current location. Now, it is important to keep in mind that in order for this to work, the location services on your loved one's device does need to be turned on for this to work. If you don't know how to turn that on, I'll show you here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and finish setting up the shortcut. So, one more message, send message. Now, you'll notice as soon as you do that, it ties both the current location and the send message together like it's one element, right? Perfect. So here's what we're going to do. We got the current location, and of course where it says send location, we're going to tap again into the 2, Choose your prospective people that need to receive this. Again, I'm choosing myself merely for the sake of getting this set up. Again, the little arrow pointing to the right, tap on that. I don't need to show this when this run. I need it to execute, okay? So the shortcut's now created. You're all done. Now, we got one more important thing to do, and that's actually to get the button on the home screen to make it work, right? So let's go ahead and close out of the Shortcuts application. Just like on any other IO device, to add an element or a widget, if you will, click and long hold on it till things wiggle and giggle, right? Go ahead and tap on the plus icon. And if all your apps on the left are in alphabetical order, or up in the search, you can type in the word short. Notice how as you begin to type that in there, Shortcuts pops up if you have it on your device. If you don't, it is a native iOS app. It is free. You can download it from the App Store. But it usually comes pre-installed on most newer iOS devices. Most people just don't know what it's for. So we'll go ahead and tap on that. I want that big old icon. Let's see. Nope, don't want any of those. What else we got to choose from? Nope, don't want any of those. I want that big one. I want something that stands out. So I'm going to tap on Add Widget. Now, do not tap on anything else. Let everything wiggle and giggle. Make it happy. Let's go ahead and tap on where it says Contact Note. And out to the right there in the gray box where it says Contact Note with the blue icon, tap on Contact Note. And we're going to scroll in here. And there's our new one that we created where it says Emergency Help. Tap on that. Tap anywhere outside of the gray box. And then you can either click on Done at the top right or tap anywhere blank spot on the screen to make your apps quit wiggling and giggling. Simple. So there you go. Now, honestly, let's go and just test this out and make sure it works exactly the way that it needs to. And as you can see there by the little half circle thing there, it's running and sending. It's all done.
Someone with a 479 area code said 1840 River Road, Pottsville, AR 72,850, United States.
I'll shut Siri off there because it populated on my phone. But let's go ahead and pull down my messages. All right, and as you can see in there, right now it says, I need emergency help now with my current location. Very simple, could very well help save a person's life. Now, another classic case use scenario for this is for those of you that have teenage children that maybe they find themselves in a precarious situation. They're not necessarily able to make a phone call or even text. So imagine having that little button set up on their devices. Merely at the tap of a button, it would say, I need emergency help now, gives their current physical location, and sends that to whomever you need to receive that message, whether it be you, your spouse, whomever. So there you go. That's a way to set up the shortcut to make it send a message with the person's current location merely by tapping on a button from their home screen. I hope this helps you out and gives you a little bit of peace of mind. And if you wouldn't mind, appreciate you stopping by. But give me a little thumbs up on this video. Make sure to share it with a friend or a family member. You never know whose life this may save. Hope each and every one of you have a blessed day, and thanks for stopping by. See you the next time.